You're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon-class commission, right?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished, and with the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure!
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to—
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own, but the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general—
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all.
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed— Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't— In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some—
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing. Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Hello there. You looking to buy something?
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vermar.
Ah, so you hear about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been—
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any
I don't know. I really have no clue.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right, specifics aside then, what...
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person. I chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like...
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and...
Could he have just moved away without telling him?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away...
Huh. All right, thanks for the information.
It's the guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help...
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help, and with my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to... He would often take time to visit the elderly, or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks, helping villagers navigate difficult moments.
Wow, he seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or...
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something. Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's...
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara village?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara village. Anyway, I just wanted to say...
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but...
this the place?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the cloud. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara village. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village...
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others... Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, no matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to No, none of those things matters now.
Wow. You two must have... Did he ever tell you anything about him?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away.
Still not much to go off.
Look at me. Talking your ear off, and still... The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Rise.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. Congratulations!
Life goes on.
Wind strike.
Mind the side effects.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Seems like an emergency.
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Sorry, pal. Mighty mythical beast. Congratulations. Sorry, pal. Congratulations. Sorry, pal.
Go.
Thank you so much.